Let us see how to launch Surface Preparation tool. First, right-click on Geometry part and select Surface Repair in the pop-up menu list. Then, select Objects and Surface Repair options. Once we click OK, the Surface Preparation dialog box appears. Here, we use various surface preparation tools. First, we will see what is Diagnostics under Surface Preparation tool. The Diagnostics group box in the Repair Surface Mesh and Repair Features Modes tool provides a summary of the surface errors in the active model. There is the Surface Diagnostics and Features Diagnostics. There is a list of errors or problems which are displayed after you run the diagnostics. We can navigate to the diagnostics results using the play and forward button in the Surface Preparation tool. Let us discuss one by one different errors found during diagnostics. First, we will see what pierced face is. A pierced face is a face that is intersected by one or more edges of another face. How do we fix pierced faces? You can fix pierced faces by deleting one set of erroneous faces using the Surface Repair tool. This operation typically leaves free edges which you must also fix. The next diagnostic error is face quality. What is face quality? Face quality is a measure of similarity between a face and the ideal face shape, which is an equilateral triangle. The Surface Diagnostics calculates face quality as the ratio of the end circle radius to the circumcircle radius multiplied by a factor of 2. The end circle of a face is the largest circle that fits inside the face, while the circumcircle is the circle that passes through the 3 points of the face. How do we fix face quality issues? There are instances when you do not need to fix poor quality faces depending on how the surface is used. For example, if you use the surface with the surface wrapper or surface remesher, poor quality faces do not usually cause a problem. However, if you use the surface directly for volume meshing, poor quality faces lead to poor quality or invalid volume cells. In this case, you can improve face quality by locally remeshing the poor quality faces using the Surface Repair tools. Next is face proximity. What is face proximity? Face proximity is the ratio of the distance between a face and its nearest neighbor to the size of the face. Face proximity ranges from 0 to 1. Low values means there is some proximity problem. What can these be? It can be folds in the surface. For example, V or Z shaped kinks in the surface causing localized overlaps. Surfaces can be in close proximity. For example, two surfaces that are almost touching, such as either side of a thin baffle. How can you fix proximity issues? Fixing close proximity faces depending on the nature of the problem. You can fix close proximity faces by moving the faces further apart, by smoothing the mesh locally using the Surface Repair tools. There are instances when you do not need to fix close proximity faces. For example, when you expect close proximity faces due to the nature of the geometry. However, pay attention to these areas during surface and volume meshing in case mesh quality problems arise. Next, we will see free edges. A free edge is an edge joined to only one face. Two joined faces share two vertices for the common edge. For example, edges around a surface hole are marked as free edges. How can you fix free edges? You can fix free edges by filling or patching the hole using the surface repair tools. There are instances when you do not need to fix free edges. For example, a free floating baffle has the outside edges marked as free edges until you convert the baffle to an interface. As long as you are aware of the error and convert the baffle to an interface before surface and volume meshing, you can ignore the free edges. What are non-manifold edges? A non-manifold edge is an edge that two or more other faces share. How can you fix non-manifold edges? You can fix non-manifold edges by deleting the faces that are causing the additional edges using the surface repair tools. There are instances when you do not need to fix non-manifold edges. For example, a baffle joined to the surface of a body has the shared edges marked as non-manifold edges until you convert the baffle to an interface. As long as you are aware of the error and convert the baffle to an interface before surface and volume meshing, you can ignore the non-manifold edges. Similar to non-manifold edges, we also have non-manifold vertices. What are non-manifold vertices? A vertex is non-manifold if any of its connected faces have no other link with the rest of its connected faces apart from the vertex. For example, the diagnostics identify a non-manifold vertex when one surface joins another at a single vertex. What are the methods of fixing non-manifold vertices? If the geometry requires connected surfaces, you can fix non-manifold vertices by filling holes or zipping edges using the surface repair tools. If the geometry requires disconnected surfaces, you can fix non-manifold vertices by disconnecting the faces that are causing the non-manifold vertex using the surface repair tools.